This is an ancient practice. And this is not to be confused with Judaism in any way. In fact, they rely on you confusing it. In no shape or form does this have anything to do with any of the monotheistic religions, okay? Judaism is merely a mask that these pagan occultists wear, just like Christianity is one of the masks that they wear. The Star of David, as they term it, is in fact an occult symbol meant to represent King Solomon's ring. There is no way that you can avoid this. There's no way that they can try to rewrite history. It is quite literally known as the Seal of Solomon. I'm going to show you this. This is on Wikipedia. This is that accessible. We can read parts of this together. It reads, "It is often depicted in the shape of either a hexagram or a pentagram. In mystic Jewish lore, the ring is variously described as having been given to Solomon, having given Solomon, the power to command the supernatural. Due to the proverbial wisdom of Solomon, it came to be seen as an amulet or a talisman or a symbol or character in medieval magic and Renaissance magic, occultism, alchemy." Ladies and gentlemen, this is literal witchcraft.
Everything I'm saying is also applicable to the Seal of Solomon, which is dated after the 7th century BC. The earliest reference of it, or put up on screen, that's way after the 7th century BC. The Star of David is not the Star of Remphan. The Star of Remphan is described in Acts 7:43. "Yea, ye took up the tabernacle of Moloch, and the star of your god Remphan, figures which ye made to worship them, and I will carry you away beyond Babylon." He's quoting from Amos, which makes it more clear what it describes. Amos 5:26, "But ye have borne the tabernacles of your Moloch and hewn your images, the star of your god, which ye made to yourselves." So the carrying away is in the 6th century BC. Good for us. The early Star of David is in a 7th century seal found in Sidon. There are no photos of it. There's a great deal of sources saying it in fact exists. From Britannica, a hexagram appears sporadically on early Jewish cultural artifacts. In the earliest example is a seal from Sidon, now in Lebanon, dated to the 7th century BCE. The seal bears the name Joshua ben Asua, which indicates worship of Yahweh, the God of the Israelites. Yahweh is scholarly trash, but the point stands that it's still worshipping God. Amos 5:26 says that they're worshipping Moloch and Chun. Acts 7 says Remphan. We must then look at how ancient Israelites worshipped pagan gods within the 7th century BC to understand if they would make a pagan star worshipping God, or if the 7th century seal wasn't a star. Because we can find out from the 7th century BC, if they were worshipping pagan gods, and they weren't masking it as worship of the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, then we can easily discover that the 7th century Star of David isn't the Star of Remphan, as it's not the worship they were doing in that period where they were carried away. Jeremiah 7:9, "Will ye steal, murder, and commit adultery, and swear falsely, and burn incense unto Baal, and walk after other gods whom ye know not?" Jeremiah 17:18, "The children gather wood, and the fathers kindle the fire, and the women knead their dough, to make cakes to the Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto other gods, that they may know, that they may provoke me to anger." Jeremiah 11:12, "Then shall the cities of Judah and inhabitants of Jerusalem go, and cry unto the gods unto whom they offer incense, but they shall not save them all in the time of their trouble." Jeremiah 11:13, "For according to the number of thy cities were thy gods, O Judah, and according to the number of the streets of Jerusalem have ye set up altars to that shameful thing, even altars to burn incense unto Baal." Jeremiah 19:4, "Because they have forsaken me, and have estranged this place, and have burned incense in it unto other gods, whom neither they nor their fathers have known, nor the kings of Judah, and have filled this place with the blood of the innocents." Jeremiah 19:13, "And the houses of Jerusalem and the houses of the kings of Judah shall be defiled as a place of Tophet, because of all the houses upon whose roofs they have borne incense unto all the hosts of heaven." and have poured out drink offerings unto other gods. Then shall they answer, because they have forsaken the covenant of the Lord their God, and worshipped other gods, and served them. Jeremiah is pretty clear that they knew who they were worshipping. So how could the early Star of David be a Star of Remphan when Jeremiah describes the 7th century B.C. idol worship of Jews as directly naming the gods and not naming them Jehovah, or having Moloch also on the personal seal? 12:3, Numbers 24:9, God bless those Jews and God bless Israel. Watch my previous videos if you don't agree with that.